6:48 is the time this Wednesday morning in your Sunrise Smart Start. Breaking developments, violence all over Rochester overnight. At least 7 people shot in the city at 6 different scenes, all within about 90 minutes. Hayden Wentworth been covering this all morning. She's live downtown at the PSB with new details on these cases. Hayden.
Brennan, it's been a hectic night for RPD. Police rushing out to those scenes back to back, coming just from the 4th of July. Here's what we know right now. Just before 11 o'clock last night, 2 people were shot in separate locations. On North Goodman Street, a 29-year-old man was shot. At the same time, a 30-year-old man arrived at the hospital in a private vehicle after being shot near Cottage Street and Jefferson Avenue. About an hour later, police responded to MLK Park for another person shot. Here they located another victim, a 19-year-old man. And just before 12:30, 2 more shootings with 3 people shot. The footage here is from Kwamina Drive, where 2 people, a 25-year-old woman and a 44-year-old man, were wounded. Around the same time, another victim arrived at the hospital after being shot near Sterling Street and Sylvan Street. And at 12:30, an additional victim arrived at the hospital. The 23-year-old man was shot on Webster Avenue. Now, all of these victims are expected to survive. No arrests have been made, and police also say they don't know if these shootings are connected in any way. Reporting at the Public Safety Building, Hayden Wentworth, News 8. Brennan, back to you.
All right, Hayden, thank you. Standing by if we get any word on any type of press briefing today with RPD. To other breaking news, a 3-car crash this morning in the city that happened just after 1 a.m. An SUV collided with a sedan at the intersection of Joseph Avenue and Upper Falls Boulevard. The sedan hit another SUV. The driver in that car, a 41-year-old woman, was treated on scene. We're told charges are pending. We're working to get more details about an ATV crash with kids involved in Butler and Wayne County. State troopers tell us at this point that this was a 4-wheeler crash on Bassett Road, and that area was shut down as investigators work to figure out what led up to this. Once we hear more about the condition of those kids, 2 involved, we will keep you updated. And for more on these stories, you can find this anytime online this morning at rochesterfirst.com and on air at 7:25 during CBS Mornings when we see you then. Sunrise traffic at 6:52 in Rochester. No crashes to report at this hour that would slow you down. You see things picking up there, crossing over the river 490 coming through downtown. There is a crash in Irondequoit, Old North Hill and List Avenue. We'll check your morning drive again, as I mentioned, during our cut-in at 7:25. In case you missed the big fireworks show, here are some of the highlights from last night over the river. That there in Rochester, the big fireworks extravaganza, people lining the river and the bridges downtown to catch the best views. Just some of the views we saw from around our community celebrating the 4th. A group of about 50 people will remember the day, the 4th, as the day they realized their dream of becoming U.S. citizens. More than 2,000 people visited the Genesee Country Village and Museum and had the opportunity to witness yesterday's naturalization ceremony. It's part of an ongoing tradition at what is the state's largest living history museum. People there got to enjoy a full range of events and presentations that embodied the American experience, including the speech by Frederick Douglass, "What to the Slave is the 4th of July."
Our newest citizens should be welcomed with open arms, that they should be treated the same as any other American citizen, even a citizen who was born here or had family here generations ago.
It's important for us to look at ourselves and to raise the moral bar of our country, to live up to the precepts and concepts that are set forth in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution.
Congratulations to them. Looking ahead, more somber tributes today. A local man who died serving our country will be remembered. The governor has ordered flags to be lowered to half-staff today and tomorrow in honor of fallen U.S. Air Force Staff Sergeant Corey Wade. He was from Shortsville in Ontario County. He died in a training accident last month. Wade enlisted in the Air Force and served since 2008. He received numerous awards during his time in the military. Happening today, The next step in the Rock the Riverway project brings a significant shutdown. The Pond-to-Ren pedestrian bridge going over the Genesee River there will be closed through the end of 2024. The popular bridge, offering the best views of High Falls and the city skyline, needs a lot of repairs. Among the improvements, crews are creating what city leaders call a dynamic public space with creative lighting, public art, plantings, and trail connections. A pedestrian detour will be posted and maintained throughout that shutdown for the next 18 months or so. Ahead of their exciting fireworks show, the Rochester Red Wings kicked off their second annual intentional walk. Just a great cause here. For the full 6-day homestand going on, Wings employees are taking turns walking on this treadmill or running from 9 until noon. Employees will take turns raising money and awareness doing this for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Rochester and Geneva, as well as Big Brothers Big Sisters of Greater Rochester. Fans can also take a turn on the treadmill in 10-minute shifts.
If you're in the community and you want to help out, you want to run or you want to walk, help us get to 500 miles by all means. We're a small staff and some of us aren't in the best of shape. You know, we could use all the help we can get.
To donate, you can scan a QR code near the treadmill at the ballpark or use Venmo or donate in person. Sign-ups also available there at Innovative Field. And you know, a great cause, love what they're doing, getting the 500 miles. 9 to noon, that is the time to get out and get that done.
Right, before the temperatures crank up a little too much maybe for some. Upper 80s were well above average for a early to mid-July day. We'll go 89 for a forecast high temperature. And note the chance of rain does bump up a bit. Could see an isolated shower or thunderstorm as we get into the afternoon, but again, most will stay dry. So we've got today, we'll go 90 tomorrow, see if we get there. Then a cold front approaches. That is going to bring showers, a couple of thunderstorms through Friday. And then you look at next week and you say, hey, it's not bad.
Not bad
Upper
at all.
70s, low 80s, pretty comfortable. We don't see any big heat waves on the way, at least through the middle of the month, which I think a lot of people, myself included, pretty happy about.
We could be looking at 1, maybe 2 90-degree days and then getting into the middle of July. All right, thank you, James. Thank you for watching us here at Sunrise. We're back in half an hour during CBS Mornings. See you then.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.